Easy Mizzy on Mac. HS on deck, no meds, my S bake off with gap. Yes.
Yo, such one for bad for another reaction of today's video. We got Suspect with Thrill. Without any further ado, let's get into this one. Shout out Brewski K, one of my favorite producers. Already this beat.
Ever sit down and smoke a spliff like fuck, I did some fucked up shit, and the fuck thing is you love that shit. You understand, you take that risk, you take that trip and take that strip. Go on the drill, I don't need the pill to thrill that thrill of attempted kills. You jump at gang and heads get peeled. Gang been dumping rounds or block be the dumping guy, no beaker. Sitting in Tracy's chatting to Justine, trying to get drops in the rival dealer. Eager, down for the cause, not clout on the horse, it's alive.
He missed the Tracy Beaker bar! I can't lie, I'm definitely taking a piss. Because fam, it's the active gang fans I've clocked that are so quick to say, oh my gosh, how did you miss that bar? Fam, you think I, of all people, could possibly miss a bar about the dumping ground, Tracy Beaker, Justine, fam? I'm just more focused on the beat right now, but obviously I was hearing the bars. That was cold. But now this beat, I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of the times, the beats definitely excite me more than the actual music. Especially when it's a producer that I know. So Brewski K, immediately when I think of Brewski K, I'm like, and I think of DSQ by YCB, crazy cold beat. But let's reload this for the beat drop and also so I can actually hear those Tracy Beaker bars again.
Shit, and the fuck thing is you love that shit. You understand, you take that risk, you take that trip and take that.
Ironic that he actually said take that risk in the album, because that, fam, that's been the topic of this week on the channel. I'm not gonna lie to you, that one comment has really been the topic of this week on the channel.
Go on the drill, I don't need the pill to thrill that thrill of attempted kills. You jump at gang and heads get peeled.
I don't need a pill to feel that thrill. Okay.
Been dumping rounds or block be the dumping guy, no beaker. Sitting in Tracy's chatting to Justine, trying to get drops in the rival dealer. Eager, down for the.
That bar's brazy. If you watch the dumping ground, you're a legend. I'm not gonna lie. That was top tier after school TV. Can't lie. Top tier. Shout out Mac, man. Shout out Bailey. Shout out Jody. All of them, man. That was top tier TV.
On the drill, I don't need the pill to thrill that thrill of attempted kills. You jump at gang and heads get peeled. Gang been dumping rounds or block be the dumping guy, no beaker. Sitting in Tracy's chatting to Justine, trying to get drops in the rival dealer. Eager, down for the cause, not clout on the horse, it's alive, you say me neither. Can't know about niggas like you, boys in blue, working with the boys in blue.
See what I'm saying about Brewski K? Fam, what am I listening to right now, man? What am I actually listening to?
Drops in the rival dealer. Eager, down for the cause, not clout on the horse, it's alive, you say me neither. Can't know about niggas like you, boys in blue, working with the boys in blue.
Nah. What am I listening to? What am I listening to? What is this beat? Oh my word, whoa.
Bro, watch you be round, buzz might poison you. It's around dinner, I got me a spinner. Bangers and mash, that's poison food. You don't wanna eat this corn, the lead in the tip might poison you. Truck toys in two, just split up boys in two. Drill like I'm chosen to. Avenge my friend is supposed to do that. Real street nigga.
Did you just say drill like I'm chosen to? Okay.
Go through that, shed some tears, then jumped in the right, jumped out like who's that? 1 pack, 2 pack. Need me a new pack, dog and shoot that suit that we shoot, they don't shoot back. Every point that I had to prove, I proved that. I hope that feds don't prove that. Ever sit down and smoke your spliff like fuck, I did some fucked up shit, and the fuck thing is you love that shit. You won't understand, you take that risk, you take that trip and take that strip. Go on the drill, I don't need the pill to throw that flow of attempted kills. You jump out gang and heads get peeled. I just shake my down for free, like hold that change, just pay me in blood. You don't want to play games with a tug, you play go.
Hold that change, just pay me in blood. Okay.
Got stuck in the mud. I just zing man down for free, like hold that change, just pay me in blood. You don't want to play games with a tug, you play got caught and stuck in the mud.
Is he done? There's still over a minute left.
Well, it looks like we have come to an end. An end of a thrilling journey.
This is the outro, by the way.
The story is yet to be televised one day, but it will be heard through his art, his craft, and talent. Remember, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason.
There's visuals on the screen, but I'm not screen recording right now, but yeah. It's just throwbacks to music videos that they've done.
Wait, you should do this bit.
What's that?
Ad-libs in it.
Oh, the ad-libs. Yeah, cool. Oh, you didn't know? The bit you didn't know? So it wasn't him doing the ad-libs?
Yeah, you did it. Should I do it for my bit?
Yeah.
The tune's finished.
That's what I'm thinking, is the tune finished?
Hey, this one sounded cold. Hey, but listen.
This video is sponsored by F Custom. F Custom are a company that do custom jerseys. You can order yours from fcustom.com, and if you use my discount code SARCHI, you can get 10% off of your order. Thank you very much to F Custom for sponsoring this channel. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Alright. Initial thoughts on that one there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, for me, and it's an outro anyway. I think outros and intros are always like, the intro not normally, but the outro, I can't lie, is typically like, it's special. It may not necessarily be the best song on the album, but it's special. I think immediately to Do Not Disturb by Drake from More Life, brazy, absolutely brazy. I can't lie, definitely one of my favorite songs of all time. Even more recently, So Far Ahead into Empire from DS4 by Gunna, beautiful song. So that outro, you can always expect to hear something nice. And that beat, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, that's one of the best beats. Definitely, in my opinion, probably the best I've heard so far on the album. And yeah, like I said, it's only early Feb, like we're still very much just into the new year. So yeah, I can't lie, for me, that's probably the best beat I've heard all year, which sounds nuts, but we're barely into the second month. So yeah, definitely the best drill beat I've heard this year. That's absolutely nuts. But the fact is, Brewski Kai, I'm not too surprised by that. I'm not gonna lie, like he's a very, very special producer. Very special producer. I literally, every time I hear him on the beat, I can't lie, I don't think he's ever missed. I don't think he's ever missed. It may not always be absolutely insane, but it's always a good beat. I never hear his tag and I'm like, oh, like, I never get that. I'm always excited. Immediately, like I said, DSQ by YCB if you haven't heard that, and then Hitters and Sinners by PS, GP and Unks that never got released, but even that beat was very, very dope. Otherwise, yeah, in terms of Suspect's performance, it was good. There were a few bars. Like I said, when I'm listening to him, I'm expecting to hear that. So yeah, there were a few bars. Otherwise though, yeah, it's an outro, so the artist never does too much, but sometimes they do. I gave two examples of sometimes they really do. They leave you thinking, wait a minute, because it's the very end of the album, so you're thinking you've already decided which one's the best song of the album. Then you hear the outro, you're like, have to rethink that, because the songs just before the outro typically aren't anything amazing, but really it differs from album to album. Then you get to the very last one, you have to rethink your top fives all over again. So I love listening to albums, man. But yeah, in terms of this one, I wouldn't say that's the case. Because in terms of his performance, it wasn't anything particularly crazy. It was actually very short. Like I said, I was surprised when, with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go, the rapping stopped. We get an audio overlapping the beat. So he actually didn't even rap for that long on this one. So it's definitely not like one of the better songs that I've heard on the album, but it's alright. For that reason, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Because I liked it more than some others I've heard today, but it wasn't anything crazy. So yeah, man, I've been SARCHI14. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again soon.